I remember one time I was there in my room, sitting there like a little gremlin, depressed, hated himself, socially awkward little kid, booting up Destiny 2 once again. You see, this week they actually released a new weapon, and it was a pretty powerful weapon, and I really wanted this weapon really bad actually. So bad in fact that for a whole week I grinded from sunrise to sunset, and then from sunset to sunrise, get like 2 hours of sleep, then continue that cycle again and again and again for a whole week. And at the end of the week I finally got lucky and I got the almighty weapon. I felt a rush of relief over me. I felt so happy, I felt so relaxed. Playing this game that I enjoyed to play at that time, it was genuinely fun. I had a good time. I really did, but even if I did have a good time, why was I still depressed? Why did I still hate myself? Because the reality was, I wasn't happy that I got the weapon, even though I probably did get some sort of enjoyment from finally getting the weapon. The real thing I was doing was escaping from reality, was pushing away the exam that I had to study for, pushing away the fact that I should be competing in some sort of sport, but I don't really want to do it because it's going to be embarrassing because I don't know what I'm going to be doing. It's the fact that I was still skinny fat. I was nowhere near getting the dream physique that I wanted. It was to escape from the fact that I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and I had no real direction that I wanted to go in. Getting the weapon was nice and all, but I was still undisciplined. I still sat in my room all day like a basement dweller gremlin. My life had no thrill, no excitement. I was still depressed and I still hated myself all the time. And what stopped me from changing this for such a long time was, I thought to myself, I had some sort of brain condition. I genuinely thought I did, because I had depression for such a long time that I thought to myself, I have to have some sort of brain thing. I must have some sort of chemical imbalance or whatever that has made me actually depressed, like genetically. And guess what? Even if that was true, I thought to myself, what if I changed my lifestyle? What if instead of playing video games all day, I actually went outside, I actually touched some grass for once, I went for a walk? What if I just didn't play video games all day? I did other stuff, even if it wasn't the most productive things. What if I just didn't play video games all day? Would I still be depressed all the time? And guess what I did? I actually tried that for basically the rest of my life, but for the next 2 weeks I said to myself, I'm gonna try this. And guess what? Was I still depressed? Hell no, of course I wasn't depressed anymore. Because guess what? I wasn't depressed, I was just a loser. And my loser life made me depressed. If we snapped our fingers and have you sailing in the Bahamas in a big boat with your boys, and you're just laughing and talking to each other, talking about old stories about embarrassing stuff you did in the past. You'd have no stress on your mind, you wouldn't be thinking about any deadlines that you'd have to meet. You're just in the moment talking to your boys on the yacht with the beautiful view around you. Would you be depressed in that moment? I don't care how depressed you are. In that moment, you wouldn't really be depressed, would you? You would be happy, you'd be fulfilled, you'd feel excited. If you have some humility to realize that maybe you can save yourself. Because I'm talking for myself right now. I thought I had a genetic disability that enabled me to not live my dream life. And yet, when I changed my lifestyle anyways, my depression mysteriously vanished. So was it really that my mind was messed up? Or was it just that my moods and my feelings were a reflection of the life that I was living? Because when I changed my life, I changed my mood and I changed my feelings. Suddenly I didn't hate myself as much. Suddenly I was decent at talking to other people. Suddenly I wasn't depressed and sad all the time. By the way, it can go both ways. You can worsen your life. So imagine if you're depressed right now, would you be able to make yourself more depressed? And how would you do that? Maybe you don't even do anything. Maybe you lose a family member, for example. God forbid. Would you be even more depressed than you are now? Of course you'd be. It's only natural. It's basic logic, right? So then, if you can agree that your life can be worsened, then from a lifestyle change that is, then why can't you make it better? Why do you refuse to change your life so that you're not depressed anymore? Why do you self-sabotage yourself every time you start to make decent progress? Why do you believe that you don't deserve to be happy? Why do you believe that you deserve to have a miserable existence? Because you know what? In a certain sense, you do. You do deserve a miserable life. Because you do miserable things. And guess what? If you stop doing the miserable things, you suddenly become happy. And then all of a sudden, you live a happy life you deserve. Because if you went to the gym all the time and you got a six pack and you got big muscles, then you'd be deserving of those muscles, right? Because you put in the effort. Same thing applies here. If you start to do things that genuinely make you happy and you start to live a happy life as a result, you deserve the happy life. This logic that you can't change your life because you lived a certain way and you have to continue living that exact same way is complete crap. Take it from me, from all people. I used to be the biggest advocate to myself that I don't deserve to live a happy life. I don't deserve to be happy. I deserve to live a miserable existence. I deserve to be alone all my life. I deserve to be depressed, yada yada. And now today, I don't have an ounce of that negativity in my mind. Not a single drop. Even after going through years and years of thinking to myself, oh, I deserve to be miserable and all that good stuff. If I could do it, you 100% can. If you don't believe in yourself, at least believe in me. Believe in the me that believes in you. I want you to do this right now after this video ends. It's a very, very simple thing. Nothing complicated, and it's very easy to do. All I want you to do is go outside and take a 5-minute walk around your house, around your street, around your neighborhood, wherever you want to go. Keep your phone in your pocket. Don't be doom scrolling while you walk, obviously. Walk around, look at nature, look at the birds, breathe in the air. Hopefully it's not raining or anything. Even if it is raining, I'd still tell you to go outside and do that walk. I guarantee you, if you do that walk, that 5-minute walk, you'll go to sleep tonight feeling just that little bit less of a loser than you usually would. And you'd go to sleep feeling just a little bit happier than you'd usually would be. Make sure you take deep breaths, by the way, while you're walking. Very weird, autistic advice. Trust me, this will work. This is one of the most important things, actually. Take deep breaths while you're walking. See how you feel after that walk. What's your mood like? Is it better? I guarantee it will be better. Even if you don't do the walk, you can probably just think to yourself, yeah, I'd probably be happier if I take that walk. So then imagine if you did other stuff instead. If you did stuff with more impact, that wasn't just a measly 5-minute walk. Doing this walk will show you that you can change your life. You can change your moods. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult, but you can do it. I was able to beat my depression in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. After years and years of battling with terrible mental health, I did the proper habits for just 2 weeks. And of course I still had so much progress to make, but I made genuine progress that I genuinely noticed. Within 2 weeks, I was happier. I wasn't hating on myself as much. I was actually talking to other people nicely as well. I wasn't being so negative around other people, and I didn't feel like a loser all the time. So why can't you do the same?